Last group of 5, including 3-time U.S. champion Jeremy Abbott.
Skaters, please take the ice.
They are taking the ice
Max
for
Aaron.
their warm-up. Back with more from Omaha in just a moment.
Ross Minor, Jeremy Abbott.
Extraordinary, and that's why he's won this thing 3 times.
It's all about putting everything together at the right time and the right place, not having any regrets.
I know that I have the skills and the training to go out there and be national champion. I am ready to be competitive with anyone in the world.
Well done. You know, you just trust him.
You have to admire a competitor who, time and time again, steps it up.
It's always a battle, but I'm ready.
I wish that were longer. I could watch more of that. Well, we're going to watch the last 5 in the Prudential U.S. Figure Skating Championships. Max, Ricky, Ross, Jeremy, Joshua, and we're going to have a little time to chat about a couple of them. Scott, you won this 4 straight times. That means you repeated 3 times.
Yes.
What does a guy have to think about as he gets ready to try it?
Well, you know, he knows that as a skater and as a performer, he's easily the strongest one here. It just comes down to the technical stuff. It comes down to the jumps, quad, which is probably going to be missing here. I'd say there's probably a 1% chance he'll do it. But, you know, he is the champion, and he is respected, and he pulls so high marks on the component scores. It's just when you look at the guys coming up behind him, that's where the challenge is.
Well, there are only 5 points between Jeremy and Max Aaron, who's in 4th in the short program. So anything could happen here, and as you said, Jeremy has the richest choreography, and he should win this competition, but there are a bunch of other guys, including Ross Minor, who are after that title too.
And Ross Minor is, you know, I call him like the steady Eddie. You know, he's just so easygoing. He doesn't carry his nerves out there. He doesn't ever look, you know, like he's on the edge. You know, he's just really he does his work, he minds his business, and he's got a quad sal that's pretty consistent.
This Cold Truth is brought to you by Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold, now available in liquid gels. Here's Tracy Wilson.
Doc, the guys that are chasing Jeremy are going to try to make up the distance in the air because the fastest way to rack up points is by adding rotation, turning triple jumps to quads. Here's a look at the numbers. The base value for a triple toe is 4.1. That's the degree of difficulty. But if you turn that triple to the quad, the value goes all the way up to 10.3. Here's what you need to know. A fully rotated quad with a fall is not considered a failure. It's considered a flawed jump. And here's how it's scored. You get the base value of 10.3 with the deductions for the fall, 6.3, still worth more than a triple toe. So if you think you can do a quad and you look at these numbers, the question is, why wouldn't you?
Well, that clears a few things up anyway. Because a lot of times there's confusion as, gee, they fell. How can they still place high?
Well, they're giving up points if they fall, but I mean, if they try the harder jump, and a quad is a much harder jump than the rest, they're rewarded for going for that jump, and the fall is just, again, an error. It's not a complete failure. They still get credit for doing the jump.
Provided it's fully rotated.
It strikes me that if you're the 5th out of 5, you've got the long wait, and that would strike me as also being harder than just going out there right now. But how do you see it?
Skating first is the most difficult because there's no time to catch your breath after the warm-up. Your warm-up is cut short, and you have to take that last minute to kind of calm down. Skating second or third, most skaters prefer. Skating last and waiting
He's from the Broadmoor Skating
is the most difficult for sure, but you train for every position.
After the short program.
I like skating last.
Please welcome to the ice.
Be the star.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned Max Aaron, training friend of Canada's Patrick Chan in Colorado Springs. He won Junior Nationals 2 years ago. Fractured his back nearly 5 years ago, but kept it quiet because he'd played hockey and he wanted to keep playing, but it was discovered. A body cast for 4 months, only figure skating, and here he is going for a senior national title.
program is set up in a very unique way. The first two jumping passes are extraordinary. First one, quadruple Salchow. Speed going in, easily landed. That was nothing. Oh my goodness. Amazing. And then, did one. Why don't you prove it? Do a second one. Again, picking up a lot of speed.
He's flying.
That's a lot to control this back inside edge. Get right there, the release, and a beautiful, that was swish. Unbelievable how gorgeous that the quadruple Salchow is. I've never seen a better one. Now he takes some time off from the jumping. He does the rest of his jumping passes in the bonus, trying to get every single point he can out of this program. Choreographed rest here to get his legs ready to do an extraordinary gauntlet of triple jumps. He's done the quads, both of them perfectly. Let's jump the triple axel. A little bit over-rotated. Sandra and I have noticed that his left hip tends to open up on the way down from his jumps, and that can make it difficult for you to hold the landing.
For his second triple axel.
Almost 3.5 minutes into the program.
What is so fantastic about Max is how hungry he is. He's not just looking at top 6 of U.S. nationals. He's looking at top 6 of the World Championships.
His technical score of planned elements is 6 points higher than the next most difficult program of Ross Minor's. But what he gains in technical points, he tends to lose in the program component scores. What a display!
This is unbelievable. This is fantastic. And Scott, you mentioned his components. He knows that. He knows he has to work on that. He's eager to take the time. This is a good vehicle for him. West Side Story. This is all about desire.
Triple loop at the end of the program.
Wow!
Get on your feet. That was incredible. I've never seen anything like that.
So to answer your question, Doc, it's pretty good to skate first after the warm-up.
Well, he was first in the short of the entire event.
He's fearless.
But he does it with quiet calm. You know?
Yeah, and it's refreshing to see such freedom in a performance in such a stressful situation.
Wow. Those two quads at the beginning of the program were absolutely stunning, and just to see that he made it through the entire program with one slight miss.
He's dealt with stress well. Have some more someday. He wants to be a sports agent. We'll look at his scores in a moment.
I loved how you fought that first axle.
And now the scores for Max Aaron. His score for the free skate, 175.87.
I couldn't wait to see that technical score, 96.00.
He currently is in first place.
I guess.
Isn't that great?
What a breakthrough performance for him. That was wonderful.
He's shooting for the stars.
All-Year Figure Skating Club in Ontario, California. He is in 5th place after the short program. Please welcome to the ice, Richard Dornbush.
Not fully healed from an ankle injury, but he skated that strong short program. He said, if I were 100%, I'd be looking to win this thing. Of all things, he discovered he'd been skating on a warped boot last year. Had silver at Nationals 2 years ago. This is his 4th time competing for this prize. Ricky Dornbush.
Second in 2011, as you said, Doc, to last year, 2012, Meltdown. Those are the programs, those are the nationals that you just push delete and you just forget that it ever happened. He's too good not to be one of the top skaters in the United States by finish in this competition. Quad toe. Almost. And sort of fell out of the air but didn't fall down, just put a hand down. I get full credit for the rotation. Another quad! I did not see that on his program list.
It wasn't there, Scott.
Triple axle, double axle, I was single axle, supposed to be a triple. See, that's what happens when you change your program. Sometimes you just sort of get a little discombobulated.
Trying to make the best of this program, but when you come to a competition not fully trained and unhealthy, it's
wow, a combination to save.
It's a difficult push, yeah. Double lutz into the triple toe.
It's great that he saved the triple toe, but again, you skated right after Max Aaron, and he saw the score, he heard it. Nice triple axle there, beautifully done. You know, you have to wonder about when he heard those scores come up before him, whether he decided then to add the second quad. Courageous effort. I mean, he had the flu last week. He's been nursing the ankle injury, and then he came out and decided, I'm just going to throw everything I've got into that program. The two quads off the top, almost landed. But what a courageous program that is, and a difficult place to skate.
I agree. He deserves credit for that.
Homeschooled. Skating was the athletic side of the home program. His icons as a child, Michael Weiss and Scott Hamilton. To compete, you take the high risk, but there is high reward, and Max Aaron has felt it today. Currently in first place, 255 points in the AT&T Athlete Lounge.
Richard Dornbush. His score for the free skate, 151.15. His total score, 228.81. He currently is in third place.
Dornbush currently in third place now.
He represents the Skating Club of Boston in Boston, Massachusetts. He is in second place after the short program. Please welcome to the ice, Ross Miner.
Ross owns the highest score of any U.S. man this season at the Grand Prix in Japan, 235 plus points. Gave up hockey at 12 for figure skating, saying in Vermont there were 3 figure skatings and 5,000 hockey players. Makes sense. 2 straight podiums at the Nationals, and he's trying now for a third. Ross Miner. Steady Eddie, right?
We'll see. Just look at his upper body and his back, how straight and strong it is. I think that's the key to his consistency. Opens, same jump we saw Max Aaron do 2 of, quad sow, good speed going into it. Nicely landed. Beautiful, immaculate air position, landing, totally in his control. Second triple axel, single. Could be a costly mistake. You'll see a lot of the men do their second triple axel in the bonus where they can get more points.
Yes, both his are up early in the program.
gorgeous combination there. Triple Lutz and a triple toe loop.
He always looks at ease on the ice. Nice lyrical movement. The music is Captain Blood. He gains a lot of speed with just a few steps.
Just an incredible combination there. That triple Lutz carried so much ice. Final spin. One unexpected mistake, but still a solid performance.
Ross says, I'm a big steak fan, and I hear Omaha has great steaks.
Ross Minor, ladies and gentlemen.
No performance tomorrow, he might as well make it a big one. His scores in a moment. Jeremy Abbott, Joshua Farris, ranked first and third after that. That's defending champion Jeremy Abbott. Let's review what Ross Minor did here today.
Just a beautifully constructed program. You know, for him, if he's going to compete internationally on a higher level, he is going to have to put everything later in the program. But this quadruple sow cow, watch the 4 revolutions, watch the landing. Judges are going to make sure that he's totally backwards to get full credit for that.
But what a wonderful performance overall. Triple axel, double toe. He just sustained the energy throughout the whole program. Just this one mistake, and as you said, Scott, it could be costly.
Regardless, he's having a great time, and he knows that might be good enough to really challenge Jeremy Abbott. He's a few points behind. The one thing that Jeremy has in his pocket is the quality of the skate program.
The second mark. But I think at this point, Jeremy knows. He knows he can't make a mistake. And he's had...
Trust that you can do it.
And now the scores for Ross Minor. His score for the free skate, 170.30. His total score, 251.29. He currently is in second place. He represents the Detroit Skating Club in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. He is in first place after the short program. Please welcome to the ice, Jeremy Abbott.
Simply a chance to join 10 other men in history, including Scott Hamilton, to win at least 4 U.S. titles. He has visualized this moment a bunch of times. He has a Japanese fan club watching as well as one in the States, and will try to bring home another United States championship.
He is such a beautiful skater, but he's had a rough year, a rough world championship last year. He knows the clock is ticking, and it's time for a clean performance. Program is gorgeous. Les Miserables.
Second of this program is beautifully choreographed. He's going to do a quad. It'll be right here. Almost. Just a little short of rotation. Yeah, I thought the way that he's been practicing, if he even tried the quad, there was very little chance that he'd land it. He's got to solve that if he wants to be competitive on the world level. Triple axel. Difficult engines to a triple flip. Combination here. You know, half this competition is aesthetic, the component scores, and the other half is technical. And on a night like tonight, competition like this, Max Aaron has already won the battle technically by a lot. And Jeremy's going to have to pray that With his 5-point lead after the short program and his component scores, he can somehow hold him off. But you know, if you want to defend your championship, this is not how to do it.
You can't make mistakes like that.
Beautiful program, but you know, again, if you want to win this championship, you don't want to win it like that.
Yes, you just took the words out of my mouth. This was a piece of theater. Beautiful program, but this is a competition.
It's a sporting event.
It's a sporting event.
And Max Aaron just absolutely blew the roof off this place, and there's one skater left, but wow.
And the use of the music, the placement of the jumps was all glorious, but you can't double triples.
You got to deliver the goods.
Fall down.
You've got to deliver the goods, and that was just so many lapses of concentration and doubles instead of triples, and then the quad wasn't even close. You know, he's got some work to do.
And the speed, the speed in comparison with both Max and Ross.
But you want to see skating like that rewarded.
Yes.
But you still have to
There has to be a balance.
And he's got it, but not today. I was surprised he landed this quad because he's really been struggling in practice now. He gets up, but not as high as he usually does. But look, he came down short of rotation. Skates don't like going sideways. They like going forward and backward. And then you'll see right in the landing, watch how short he is of rotation, and the skate just grabs and falls, knocks him over. So tough to get that amount of rotation in there.
And here,
triple salve at the end, double.
double.
Again, it's just, you know, these are easy jumps for him, and easy for anyone wanting to attain this competition. He knows it. It's like, how could that happen?
But it keeps on happening. It's happened all season. It happened at Worlds last year.
So stupid.
He said it himself. He's so capable of so much more. But you've got to do it when it counts. Max Aaron knows that.
Max threw it down.
Yep.
Hi everyone at home. Hi GSC. Hi Mom. Hi Dad. Hi fella. Hi Gwen. Hi Jess. Everyone, I love you. Congratulations to Valentina. Love you. Caitlin, Melissa, I can't wait till you're back on the ice. I miss you guys, and sorry.
Well, you mentioned it's a sport, and the painful thing in watching this and suffering along with someone like Jeremy is that in a lot of team sports, you don't have to wait more than another day or two to go back out and play again.
165.23. His total score, 249.33. He currently is in third place.
That means no trip to the World Championships.
He's from the Dornbush Skating Club in Colorado Springs, Colorado. He is in third place after the short program. Please welcome to the ice, Joshua Farris.
Max Aaron, you saw sitting in first. Renton, Washington is where Joshua Farris came from. Final entry in this competition off of 2 Junior Grand Prix titles and a second in the Grand Prix final in Sochi this season.
He was 16th last year, and after the short program coming in third, he was pretty shocked.
He's going to need a clean skate. He's got the triple axle combinations and the quads, and he needs to rack up the points. He just needs to make no mistakes in this program. Opening, triple axle combination, good speed here. Beautiful landing there, and a gorgeous landing there. Next, the quad. He really needs this. Right where Jeremy Abbott did his. tilted outside. His upper and lower body were completely out of sync. No way to land it. And that should hand the title to Max Aaron, but there's a lot of skating left in this program, and he will pull the component scores. Stronger artistically. Designed in his style of skating, not nearly as fiery and as aggressive as Max Aaron. It's amazing to think that Max Aaron can come from 5th place in the short program and throw down a program like that. And there's no way that Josh Farris has anything in the arsenal now after that fall in the quad to be even considering. Now he's trying to put together something that might earn him 2nd place.
To be fair, Josh had no expectation of being here in the first place, being in contention in the first place. He has always said that 2018 is his goal. And all of a sudden he finds himself here, and it is overwhelming.
Second triple axel, nicely landed in the bonus, where Max Aaron did both of his. What an amazing event. Technically immaculate, clean, artistically solid lines and wonderful musical interpretation. Gorgeous triple loop. Right there. In the last seconds of his program, he has one more triple plan right there. Triple Salchow, beautifully landed. There's a new kid in town, and his name is Joshua Farris. What an incredible competition he put together here, but with a fall in the quad, I think he took himself out of any chance of winning.
But for him to perform to this level and have the people on their feet is a huge accomplishment.
And so, Max,
I've never seen anyone warm up faster than him.
one man's ceiling is another man's floor. Do you agree with the scoring today?
So far.
So far, I do.
I mean, you know, you look at Max Aaron's technical score of 96.39, jaw-dropping, amazing. You know, it's just...
you want to see those performances rewarded. You just do.
And, you know, the I mean, the men's figure skating right now is all about the quad. When you see how many were done at the Europeans, I think there's 8 that were, performed that were, of the skaters on the podium. And then you think about what they're doing in Japan right now. This is probably the strongest country in men's figure skating.
And in Canada, around the world, really.
Absolutely. Patrick Chan owns it.
The U.S. has to catch up with that, and people like Max are capable.
Don't look ridiculous. Your hair's a mess, though.
Getting grooming help down there.
But Joshua Farris, I mean, those are 2 great coaches right now. Christy Crawl on the left and Damon Allen on the right. Christy Crawl has figured something out in the sport technically, and all of her students are just thriving right now. And Damon Allen brings a lot of calmness and support. Great team. Great team.
Joshua is on the junior world circuit still. And after this, he's going to be going out on the senior circuit and getting that experience that he needs.
It's all there.
It's all there. And his program, his performance just increased in power as it went, and that's such a great sign.
It's just, watching Max, Aaron, watch him perform in practice all week. I mean, you're seeing these fireworks, and you're wondering if it's going to show up on the night.
Well, but he was just so excited all the time, even in the hallway, eager to get out there, eager to learn whatever he could learn. If, to use your expression, if he was a puppy, his tail would be constantly wagging. That's the kind of guy he is, and you want to cheer for him.
It's explosive, amazing. But even with the fall of a champion, the health of United States men's figure skating is very strong.
His score for the free skate, 165.04. His total score, 244.82. He currently is in 4th place.
There's your champion. And there's your runner-up.
Well deserved, both of them.
This concludes the skating of the championship men's free skate event here at the 2013 Prudential U.S. Figure Skating Championships.
So
Coming up next will be the award ceremony.
Max Aaron, 255 points. Ross Minor, 2nd. Jeremy Abbott, 3rd. And the last to skate, Joshua Farris, was 4th. Andrea Joyce with the champion in the AT&T Athletes Lounge.
Doc, as soon as Max realized that he was going to be the champion, the tears started to flow. Can you describe what this moment is like for you and your emotions right now?
I don't think it's been that long yet. I don't know. I really hasn't hit me yet. It just kind of feels kind of weird. I feel like it's another event that just happened. I feel like
just another event. Come on.
I kind of train every event the same and treat every event the same, and I feel like this one just happened to click, and I've been waiting so long for this to happen.
When you finished that skate, the look on your face was priceless. Did you know at that moment that it was a championship skate?
Not really. I didn't even think the whole time about a championship event. Every event just feels so great, and I just want to give it my all at every event.
Well, congratulations. It was fun to watch.
Thank you.
All right, good luck at Worlds. Back to you, Doc.
Okay, Andrea. So, Max, we recommend ground to Denver, nonstop to Toronto, Air Canada Jazz, connect to London. You'll like it.